Cuz I'll call you back. I'm live.
Yep. Early mornings, late nights, time be flying. I'm killing all these hoes and I could tell they time is dying. Fly bitches with me, we be chilling with Orion. A lot of niggas on me, I ain't chilling or replying. I'm lying. Now here you go with all that crazy talking. I know how you be looking when you say I do that crazy walk. But baby, that's your gaming coke. And then you see that after shout. And then I see you grinning like you looking at a laughing stock. And then you go. Cause I guess you got your day planned out. Your baby mama on you, so you say you gotta make some stuff. I guess the charge is friends and shit. Kissing, holding hands and shit. And me, I'm making plans to stack this bread and own some lands and shit. Yeah. Cause I ain't worried about it. I'm 23 and doing me, you know they heard about it. Lessons, and I ain't tripping, man, I got my blessings. Only thing I know is drill them to they yell objection. Close his weapons, they don't threaten killing hoes in sections. Getting loans and paying full, I'm learning different methods. He said I'm winning, I believe him, fuck this whole election. And still, I'm still here and I got plenty questions. Damn, hey, fuck this shit, I'm about to roll something. I don't even smoke, but all these options got me on something. See, I got some plans intact, working till those plans is facts. Landing in some country, close my door to let that man unpack. Spending money just to earn it back. I like the sound of that, so I'ma let these bars attack. Spit into my throat, I'm sad. Enough to make these hoes upset, flows is wet. Enough to make some bitches hold their breath. Called the bet. Ain't ballin' yet, but got some shots that's going through the net. Called the rep. And tell them Nia got them bars on deck. Straight up. Bad bitches on my team though. But we don't pop pills, sniff coke, they do lean though. We swimming with the sharks, but we ain't trying to find Nemo. Talking our lingo that you don't get cause only we know. Yo, I think I got it and I know you thought the same thing. Same game, same name, spitting to my flows tang. Them bitches crazy and I know they know whose name rings. Can't join the campaign, drift slow, fast lane. And I ain't tripping off a damn thing. I'm getting paper so the bills paid. I'm just being honest though. Hop out the car, niggas waving like a title flow. They tired though, they ask me for my name, I tell them I don't know. Boss bitch, I go to work and then I hire hoes. Then I terminate them if they looking like some tire hoes. Hey, I be rolling with some fire hoes, so I gotta keep the fire hoes. Everywhere we go, we killing hoes, and now they decompose. Bitches hating on the youngin', so I keep some feet from those. Claiming that they bosses, but they flossing in they Easter clothes. Yeah, I guess they decent though. According to these niggas, thirsty for them easy hoes. Raise your standards, make it hard for these niggas. Ran into a cold dude who raised the ball on these niggas. Yeah, but I ain't trying to get involved with these niggas. So I overlook them hella tall on these niggas. Only thing I'm losing is your number, I'm a winner. Spitting hella cold, I make these other rappers shiver. Only competition when I'm staring in the mirror. Make them all reconsider. Making bitches bitter, yeah. I'm making bitches bitter, yeah. And make a nigga quitter.
Y'all heard that? Oh.
Boy, stacks, nigga. You know, always sometimes I don't hesitate, I just get right into it, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Look, be bad and I need that. Tell them I said they ain't open, let me see that. They be bad and I need that. Tell them I said they ain't open, let me see that. Tell them I said they ain't open, let me see that. Let me bad. That. Tell them I said they ain't open, let me see that. See that. That's my night, but tonight I'm about to relax. Come and chill with her love. She said she sniff lines, pop pills, and she smoke. I say I don't mind, I got deals for the dope. Little mama fine, she can get it for the low. She throw that ass back like she tryna pay for college. Baby got brain, make her give me knowledge. Nice little frame, and she did it for my mama, and she sell a little pussy on the side there with some dollars, huh?
Peace,
I ain't
y'all.
you think, baby?
I'm in the place to be.
From that game.
And this is Coffee with C. Not coffee. Oh, shit. This is the boss edition. I done said coffee. I'm so used to saying coffee. I just had coffee, though. So it could be coffee. It could be anything right now. What it do, y'all? Peace. What it do? So I'm here just to chop it up. Ain't nothing major. I just wanted to name the stream something, and I named it the boss edition. So any of the bosses out here want to come holler at the C, come holler at me. I'm about to drop this link into the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, and we can do whatever y'all want to do. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Calling all bosses to the forefront. Peace, what it do? The spiritual creed is in the building. What it do? So whoever want to come join me on this lovely panel, y'all welcome. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. It's an open forum. We could talk about what do you consider being a boss, or whatever you want to talk about. It's open. But today I had a cool little day. I was on my own today, doing my own business today. It was me in one of my mini coats, my mini jackets I wear, my mini rolls. Today I didn't work for nobody else. I worked for me. And it ain't nothing really wrong with having your options open. I did yesterday for 3 days straight. I worked for someone else, another company, which I work for another company now. And today I work for myself. What do I think the difference is? The difference is that you never get too old to learn anything. And right now I'm interacting with other women that do the same thing I do, and I'm learning from them. I'm learning to just work with other people, learning to be under a structured setting. Not to say that what I do is not structured. I structure my stuff the way I want to. Today, I did what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. And it's not that it's not structured. It's just that I have the freedom to choose how I want to do things. But in a different place of business where I work at, it was like, we have certain procedures we have to do every day a certain way, just like when we get rid of like products, when we're done with it, it's a certain way we dispose of them. It's a certain way we check these products out so we can get the inventory back in. We scan them out and all this other stuff. So I'm learning how to do that kind of stuff. And I'm also just enjoying that environment, period. We had a Christmas party the other night. Not really a party, but a dinner. I was able to be around some of the other ladies that I'm not around because I'm only there a certain amount of time. I was able to be around them a little bit and see, what they had to say. Everybody had something good to say. Like, it was a very positive atmosphere. It was like they really want to be family. They say that, when you come here, you end up becoming a family. And, some of the ladies shed some tears at the table. It was very sentimental in there, basically. It was like, they told their stories about their journey there. It's like a few of them been there for 16 years. Somebody's been there for like 2 years. Some been 4 or 6, but the lady has been there the longest, been there for 30 years. And she has nothing but good things to say about the company. The food was good, and I just sat there and enjoyed the whole thing. The conversation, just the energy in there was really well and really good. And I just enjoy it. I enjoy doing that work. It's not that many hours a week. It's, just to keep myself going and busy. It's extra money. And it gets me, to doing more than I just do. Like, I do a lot of things that's repetitive. Like, a lot of people come to me for braids because that's what they know me for. They know me for my braids, but I do so much more. I do way much more than that. You know what I mean? And now when I'm there, I get to be messing with the highlights and the colors and, you know, getting more comfortable, you know, with that. So it's fun. Thank you. The beach is better. OG with it is in the building. The spiritual creed is in the building. And Coleman Baby is in the building. We got some visitors that's sitting in the bleachers. Anyway, the music I played earlier was Nia Loke. And she was on SoundCloud in my library because that is one of my son's friends. That was the first song I played. I love that song. She got so many bars, it's crazy. Also, I had my son's song play a little bit. It's kind of too explicit for me, so I had to turn it off. He be getting it in. I really love the beat, his flow. I like that song and everything, but he said a lot of stuff that you know. Y'all know what it is. Let me see. I'm trying to. Oh, the name of that song was Lessons. And it's her channel on SoundCloud is It's Me, Nia. So if anybody is interested in following her or hearing more from her, go to her channel on SoundCloud, her page, or whatever they call it over there. It's Me, Nia. Let me see if I can drop that little link in the she don't even know I'll be doing all this showing, you know, sharing her music. I'll be sharing everybody's stuff. Huey. I share Huey's music. I share whoever wants me to. If they send it to me, I'll play it. Or if you give me your SoundCloud, I'll play your music. Ain't nobody coming up here. Everybody's scared. Scared to come up here, huh? I ain't talking to you, Bridget. I know you ain't scared. I'm just saying. That's her link. I wonder what else she got on here. I like Lessons. She got 3 songs on here. That's it. She be having bars though. She had another baby and stuff, and so I think she kind of like slowed down. She was working and she built her a house somewhere in Texas and all this other stuff. So she got a lot going on. So I don't think music was like number 1 for her. And that's what happens. We, you know, a lot of us love something, but we can't give it all our undivided attention like it needs, and we kind of get away from it. So that's part of being a boss too, being able to determine what you need to do. Like, what can you do? What should you do? Being able to wiggle out of sticky situations, that's part of being a boss. Things that come up against you that, you know, it look like you can't get out of it, but you end up out of it. And being able to just make it in life and business. I never thought about it, but back in the day, I think I was in my 20s when I was doing hair. I've been doing hair forever. I was in my 20s and I had started doing other stuff. I had opened up my own music studio and all this stuff. And the guys that worked for me called me the boss. They was calling me a boss back then. Boss. Just like that. And I didn't think nothing of it. I wasn't thinking nothing crazy about it. But now when I look back on all that shit, I'll be like, yeah, people can see it in you when you have those kind of qualities. I know you ain't scared, girl. I wasn't talking to you. I just told you. I told you I wasn't talking to you. I was simply saying that I feel like people are scared to come up here and talk to me. I don't know what it is, but I feel like people are or just don't want to talk to me, or they feel, a lot of people feel like I'm so boring and stuff. So I understand. I'm not gonna vibe with everybody. Not everyone. But I know some ladies who I can invite to see what they're doing right now. That I enjoy talking to. We can vibe off of each other and stuff like that. And I was talking the other day about the age groups that I feel are here on YouTube. And a lot of the people are, like I said, between the ages of 35 and probably maybe even up to 60 something. Those are the major players around here. Who else? They're the major players. I wonder if Dr. Tanya doing something. I'm finna send her an invitation. Dr. Tanya, my homegirl. I've been telling her she was gonna come on my channel, and she'd be like, okay. But I had never invited her like I'm doing now. So I saw Daryl. Daryl did his new video, y'all. Y'all got to go over there to the Emperor. Daryl Caesar, the Emperor. The legendary Daryl Caesar. Y'all got to go check his video out. And come up here. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, Daryl? I didn't even know you were here. I was just talking about how awesome your channel is. And how you just don't care. You'll say anything. That's what's up. That is what is up. I see y'all out here though. But yeah, so Daryl be going in. I hope you got my comment. I know you got my comment, Daryl. It was like letting you know how awesome you really are, and you ain't got to compare yourself to nobody. That's the problem with us. We always comparing ourselves to each other when we all carry qualities, great qualities that, you know what I'm saying, are income. You can't compare. You can't compare me to nobody. I'm so different. I might be a little bit like somebody, but I'm so much different than them that there's no comparison. And if we stop comparing each other and giving each other some props for the shit that we do, and letting people know that we enjoy some of their content or whatever, just give props where props is due. If you don't like it, you ain't got to say nothing. But it's apparent when you keep having something to say about certain people that you do like it. I was so sleepy the other night. I wanted to go live so bad. I was tired. I was like, I can't go live. I'm sleepy. I'll be wanting to just come on here and chop it up. And then plus we supposed to be HOTC, supposed to be doing our lives. We supposed to be making sure somebody is live at all times. That's what we said. So I saw nobody was live from the HOTC all day because I've been checking. Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop lying. Sir Drop uploaded something. Dojo was live testing, but he didn't leave it in there. So, we're just trying to keep the momentum going and keep, pushing the envelope and going and going and going. So we could keep the energy going. That's the whole key to everything. It's the energy. The energy be so strong with us is that, like, I'll know when somebody live and I'll just click on there and it'll be somebody live because we draw each other near to each other some kind of way. And it's getting so strong that, like, I could think about a person and they'll call my phone out of nowhere. Like, as soon as my thought, like the second I think of them, that's when my phone will ring. And I'm like, wait a minute, I was just thinking about you. This is getting scary. And it's two people that do that to me. And then it's like Huey too. Like when Huey go live, usually I just click on my phone and then it'll be a notification and I'll touch it. It'll be Huey. So, yeah, we are so different. I've been experiencing a lot lately that, I can't even explain some of the stuff that happens to me. I really can't. But ain't nobody coming up here. Coleman, you can't come up here. The spiritual creed, you can't come up here. Somebody come up here and talk. I told y'all I didn't have no topic today. I said, come up here because we just going to chop it up. I got all y'all here watching in the chat. Somebody sees this link. So we can build. Come on, so we can build. Come on. My girl got her kids in the car. Cuzzo. Oh my God. And I don't really have nobody. Let me, well, yeah. We don't want to get too crazy up here. I'm just hanging out. So what else could I bring up? Oh, I remember the other day and I was telling you guys how I had to really just reevaluate my whole shit. I had to reevaluate my whole shit with my business because when you're dealing with these customers, you never know what you're going to get. You'll be cool with a customer for I don't know how long, and then all of a sudden, shit could change. But today, my client has somewhere to go. She gets her hair braided in these 2 braids every week. Every week she gets her hair braided, but this Sunday she wasn't able to make it because she had shit to do. And I was working at my other job. And I really wanted to come back to the studio to get her hair done because I'm in control of that, all that. So she called earlier. I thought I was going to be not available, but then I called her back. So she's like, I got to go to this party and I just need you to just redo my braids for me real quick. So I redid the 2 braids, just 2 braids. And she was like, how much would you want to charge me for this? And I was like, I really don't know. And she told me a very cool price that I feel is very, it was very considerate of her because you got to think about it. I had already went home. I already, like basically was getting ready to do something else, but I stopped what I was doing, went back and did her hair. So she had to consider that I drove my car. I stopped what I was doing. Even though the 2 braids ain't shit, she paid me good for that, for my time. And that's what I want. I want that respect when I'm doing stuff. So now that's why I'm like, man, I'm reevaluating everything and reevaluating who I'm dealing with, reevaluating it to the point where I'm gonna have to change the way I do things too. I'm not gonna blame just them because I get comfortable with you. I get cool with you. I'm like, okay, this is cool. We've been doing this. We got a relationship. I do like to build relationships with people. But at the end of the day, I got colleagues all around me that don't do that. They just like want to do your hair. Even if they just do your hair this one time, they finna hit you over the head for this time, and they don't care if you don't come back. I'm a different person. I like to see people coming back because that shows that I'm stable. It shows that I'm giving a wonderful, great service for the people, and that just shows stability. My people around me don't care about that. They just gonna hit you for the 500, and if they can hit you once for that five, they good. I'm thinking long-term goals. I'm thinking if I can get you to come here once every 2 weeks, I'm thinking about that money, that rollover of that money. But times have changed. They're not thinking like that no more. And it's like a virtual world, like everybody looking at what's going on the internet. And at the end of the day, it's a certain way to brand yourself like that. So I've been working on my branding, but it's something that I must not be doing right. I got to change. So it's time for a change. And you know what? The funny part about all that is I did a lady yesterday, and we were talking about the Disney passes that people spend. I don't know how much they spend a month. I mean, a year on those passes. It's like 800 a person, but you get the passes and you can go to Disneyland. You can just wake up in the morning and be like, I'm going to Disneyland, or go to Disneyland every week, and you don't have to pay because you have a membership to Disneyland. So my coworker was saying, I have this membership for Disney. I said, oh, you do? I said, I was looking into getting one of those, but I can't do nothing right now because I really want to like have this shit for my grandbabies. I want Bobby to have one. I want Kylie to have one. I want Kamara to have one. I want one. And Melanie, she can have one too. That's the baby. So I looked, I was talking about it. She was saying that. I was like, I want to do that. But the lady in my chair was like, you have to be grateful and thankful for the things you have. And I'm listening to her. I'm like, this lady don't know me. I'm very thankful for the things I have. I always say, I thank God for what I have because I wouldn't have all this stuff. And I have to be grateful for it, and I have to take care of what I have and just be happy about what I have, because when you're not, you ain't gonna get nothing else. When you can't be realistic enough to say thanks for what I have, you know what I mean? So I'm listening to her. And this is when you get in a situation to where you got to figure out what people think God is. And, you got to listen to the people. So she was like, and God is not going to, let nothing happen to us. He's going to always provide for us. He's going to make sure we have what we need. And da 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 da. I said, so do you think that God doesn't want us to have things that we want? Is that what you're saying? Well, yeah, but you have to be careful about what you want. You know what I mean? When you ask for what you want, a lot of stuff comes with that. And I'm just listening like, this don't sound right. It don't sound right to me because we supposed to be happy. We supposed to have things we want. We can have absolutely whatever we want. And we can manifest all these things in our own life. We can manifest whatever it is that we want. Like I've been saying over and over again. I just listened to her say that. And then I had the lady this morning who I did. This lady was an amputee. She had been amputated, her legs. And when I see stuff like that, and I see things like what happened to my two best friends, when I see stuff like that, I don't care about material stuff. I'm not even a materialistic person. It's just I feel that it's great when I could provide some type of, memories for my grandchildren, fun things for them. That's what I want to do in my heart. In my heart, I want to do that for them. I want to be able to provide. I want them to say, we went to Nana's house. I want them to say, me and Nana did this. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want them to be able to look back on. However, when I saw this lady, an amputee, smiling, she didn't have a frown on her face. She came in there to get her hair done. All I could say was, I'm grateful for being able to do the things that I do. I've said it in a live a few weeks ago that I'm happy that I can do what I do. I'm happy I can go to work. And if I got to work hard, I'm going to do it. As long as I can keep doing it and I'm able to do it, I will do it until I can't. You know what I mean? So having to look at her and seeing her being happy, her and her daughter, very happy people. Then I know that whatever I got in front of me, the things that I have to face, any of this adversity that I have to face is nothing. I can do this. It's nothing. I can do it. It's nothing. Whatever I have to do, whatever the consequences of whatever actions I've taken thus far or decisions I made thus far, I got to do it. I got to deal with it, period. So at the end of the day, I'm grateful for everything I have. Thank you. I am. So the word change has been coming up a lot. Change. And a lot of changes have happened. A lot has changed. And this is 2019 and we're at the tail end of it. And I can remember every step of the way. I can remember me being one place, me transitioning into my own place, me being in my own place with someone, and me still holding the torch at my own place right now. Everything that I have going for me, I kept it going. I did it. I don't even know how I do it sometimes, y'all. I really don't. I don't know how I maintain what I maintain. I don't. But I've been getting it done, and I've gotten it done since October by myself. It's December now. I've been in that suite for 7 months. I've always known that I could have did it by myself from the beginning. We just have to give ourselves more credit than we do half of the time. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We're always comparing ourselves to other people. When we look at ourselves in a different way and realize and take ourselves out of the equation with other people and look at ourselves and inside of ourselves for whatever it is that we're trying to do, we can do so many great things. I can tap into my own greatness when I am not looking at what Judy over there doing or what Sally's over here doing. When I look inside of me, and pull out all my assets, everything, and my abilities, and all these things, I can make miracles happen myself. So, with that being said, change is not something that we should be afraid of. We shouldn't fear anything, first of all. Okay. We shouldn't be afraid of anything or fear anything because the path that we're on is a path that we really chose for real. And I think I've done a great job this year, and hope to do the same thing next year. Hope to take this 2020 to another level, and have my 2020 vision on. Peace. What it do, Sir Drop?
Shit, chilling, man. Staying out the way. You know me. Staying all the way out the way, man. Like you said, that that 2020 vision. You know what I mean? That insight. That seeing everything crystal clear. Ain't no smog over our eyes no more. Ain't no fog no more. You understand? Everybody waking up. You dig me?
Hmm.
That's what I feel about 2020. I mean, even the animals gonna be woke. They gonna
Facts. That's facts. 2020 vision to me is knowing all things and knowing that you're part of the all, you're part of everything. And that this energy that I feel when somebody calling me and I just thought about them, that just shows me even more that I'm connected to everybody. That's what it lets me know that we're all connected. Everything is all part. Like when Huey was saying that the earth is a body and it has all of its working parts.
absolutely. We nothing but a brain cell or a blood cell or anything to this whole organism that's going down. We just a small part, and
Mhm.
everything is just a small part to make the whole body. That is deep
And it's a
because
trip.
without
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
oh no, it's cool. Without us, without us, with and I ain't talking about like humans. I'm saying without things living, it wouldn't be nothing. So you gotta understand how it's a body. But the shape of the earth, I don't know what it is. To keep it 100.
It's alive, whatever it is. It breathes, whatever it is. It's part of the energy.
So we living in the earth, sort of like things that's living in our body. We living in the earth, and the earth is living. That's deep. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's deep. But I was just coming up here, the man, to say what's up to you, man. But for real, I'm about to handle some other things. But yeah, keep bringing that game, man. Let's make you see in the place to be, man.
I was trying to do what you were saying. We got to stay live all the time. So I was like, let me just go live. Since I got a little time, I can go live for a few minutes.
I ain't hear you. I think your mic was muted.
My mic was muted. You can't hear me? Hello? Can y'all hear me in the chat?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. No, I was just saying that I went live because remember you said one of us need to be live at all times.
Yeah, period. Ain't no way around it.
And I haven't seen none of the brothers go live today, so I was like, let me go live.
Hell yeah. And and,
Second.
and what's ironic is me and Mind's Eye had just shut one down. And then like 10, 15 minutes later, you fired up.
I didn't see you
After we
live. Though. I've
shut
been
down,
looking.
somebody else should be firing up. You know what I mean?
Oh, mine's I had an episode.
I had went live and let Mind's Eye do the whole show.
Oh, really? I like mine. I've been wanting to come back up here.
Yeah, he nice, man. He real deep. You don't think shallow
You
thought.
hear me sometimes the stuff he be saying. I'm like, damn, really? You think so?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not really like I'm scared or nothing. It's just like, really, this is how you thinking right now?
Yeah, he insane, man. But everybody is, man. Everybody think different, man. Everybody got their own little things that they think deep on. You know what I mean? And it be different angles. That's what make us like Voltron or something. You know what I mean? Everybody got that. You got Earth, Wind, and Fire, and all that coming from these directions. You see what I'm saying? Probably was kind of low, but yeah, we coming from every direction with this to to reach that center truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, some money
Like
jam.
you will have Huey, right? The straight energy guy, right? You will have somebody else that do this. You will have somebody else that do that. You will have somebody else that do that and a third. But don't nobody use the same technique. It's sort of like if it was fighting styles. Everybody use a different technique, but we all searching for the absolute truth. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the center, man. And we gotta find out what that center is for real. But I'm about to get off of here for real because I gotta do something right quick. But have a blessed show. And shout out to Sean, man. Sean hit the link, man, and come up here,
No,
man.
Sean, come up on my channel, please. I've been wanting Sean
But
to come
all
here.
right,
I
Nikki,
want to
man,
hear
have
Sean laugh.
be easy.
All right, thank you for coming up. That was Sir Drop, y'all. Straight from the HOTC. HOTC stand up. Shout out to Huey P. In the place to be with Nikki C. I gotta shout the bros out. Shout out to Sir Drop who just left. Shout out to Mind's Eye. Shout out to the Spiritual Creed. Shout out to Cautious Castaway and the Castaway Brothers. Shout out to Josh Flat Earth Yanity. Y'all know what it is. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, you at the plantation. You know, you just reminded me of when I did my lyrics for that cipher we did. When I was just basically saying this is nothing but one big plantation. And that's what it is. Every time we go clock in, it don't even matter if we clocking in or not. We still have to be obligated to the same system that we deal with. And that's what it is. Y'all know I can't stay up here that long by myself because I need somebody to vibe off of. It's 50 minutes and counting. Who coming up here? Did y'all know that we had a new mention thing on YouTube to where if you mention somebody's name, it comes up on the mentions? I want to see how that works. I want to see where do we have to mention their names at in order to get that to show up on the app. People just be so freaking ratchet sometimes. They be thinking they fly, they think they're boss, but then they be on some ratchet shit. For real, in real life. Like, it just amazes me. I just be wanting to know how you think you a boss when you ain't really doing no boss shit. Like, for real. Just the way you want to be a boss. You want to pretend like you this big old boss, but then at the end of the day, you're not really tapping into the shit you trying to portray yourself to be tapping into. I'll be like, man, if you don't knock this shit off, if you don't knock it the fuck off and stop it right now, right fucking now, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a huge problem. So I just found out that Shaunie O'Neal might be getting fired. I'm gonna go on to the shit I'll be thinking about when I talk about what I look at, stuff I'll be paying attention to. So Shaunie O'Neal might be getting fired from being the producer. They're trying to make her give up being a producer of Basketball Wives and making her be a regular star on the show or whatever. And then that is going to make her get eliminated from the cast. Easy for them to eliminate her. That's VH1. They're going to take her show now. See what I'm fucking saying? You see how this shit is this? It don't matter what status you are, no matter where you are in life. It don't matter. When they feel like doing whatever they want to do to you, they're going to do it. Especially when you're part of the system. So about 10 years ago, she created Basketball Wives. In the beginning, I thought it was a great idea for us to see inside the lives of these women who somehow, back then, I was looking up to these ladies, thinking that they was the shit. I was like, they are the bomb. I want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to look like that, of course. And I want to dress like this. And I want my hair like this. I want to just be all that in a bag of chips like them. Like, you know, this is some shit. Not to say I wasn't already on my shit, but just being able to see them in that position that they were in the beginning, it was more so showing them doing community events and doing shit that was important. This is what they tried to show us in the beginning. All of a sudden, it turned into some whole different shit. Some whole different ratchetness that I can't even wrap my finger around right now. It turned into, instead of women uplifting each other and supporting each other, it turned into, again, a competition. The same shit I keep saying. We don't even need to keep trying to compare ourselves to each other. Because all we do is make it be a competition to where, next thing you know, we at each other's throats trying to prove who's the best at something. When all of us, ultimately, we all have great qualities about ourselves. Things that we can do that others can't do. Things that we can do that we can put together our heads and make it even a greater, big machine, a running machine that's doing way more. Something that we try to do at the HOTC. This is what we do. We try to pull together all of everything that we could do and make it even bigger. So basically what I'm saying is, when my brother said he had the plantation, no matter how much money Shaunie O'Neal has, she's still working for the people. They gonna take her show that she created from her, because guess what? She doesn't have her own network, so she had to sign a contract with that network. And now her network gonna be her shit gonna be up.
Nikki.
Yeah.
What's up? I snuck away for maybe 10 minutes. How you doing?
I'm good.
You know what, man? I want to say this. You know, this is what I see happening in the next little while. I see it now. I think we're going into the era where we're going to see the real female energy. And when I say that, I mean, we've been seeing a lot of bullshit the past 10 years where a lot of this LGBTQ stuff has kind of been fronting for, like they're calling like that whole neutral energy of women. I think the chaos is coming because it's going to be the real energy of the females. And this ain't no kiss ass to women or anything like that. I think it's this whole construct of the angles of the ones and the sevens are going to be eliminated. We're starting going into 369 energy, which is the curved energy, which is the real female energy, which is the chaos, the wild, where we don't have no more saviors no more. It's going to be us. It's going to be like, in a good way, the survival of the fittest. We're going to see the best and the worst. And I've been seeing it already. I mean, when you see that dude who body slammed that 11-year-old child, and you see this 8-year-old kid that got strip searched when she went to go see her father in prison. See, we're already starting to see the effects of 2020. Yeah, this just happened yesterday. This 8-year-old got strip searched going to see her father. See, it's just showing not even the ratchetness, but it's a wake-up call to all of us that we don't have this so-called savior and somebody to fall back on, because the realms are showing itself. The beauty of the shit that we're in right now is it was seeded a while ago. So now, because these realms are opened up, we got everything falling into this realm to actualize what needs to be done for the future. So I think in the next 4 to 5 years, it's going to be hell and heaven in this realm for the best way possible. And we've been seeing this based upon what we've been doing for the past years. We've been speaking this. We've been talking about all this stuff coming into actuality. It's just now with the whole 2020 Gregorian calendar, it's going on this timeline. We've been operating on our own timeline. You see how we were building in Discord, Nikki. We were way ahead of the time frame that's occurring with this Gregorian calendar. So we saw what was going to be happening now. Now everything is falling into effect. So you got these people who aren't really part of the equation, who just want to be the non-playable characters like in video games. And they don't really want to be part of this, but they're going to end up either having to be part of it. They're going to be hosted to what's coming, and it's not going to be a pretty thing. And you've seen it everywhere, man. It's not just one place, it's everywhere. And you're starting to see people really starting to try and come out of their shell. And it's not a bad thing, because even though somebody may not be as so-called aware or woke, it's like everybody is still trying to get to that center point, which is themselves. It may not be the best way. You may see people yelling and screaming at each other, but they're in that state where they're trying to get to that. I see it, man. I'm seeing people come out of their shell. They're posting little snippets that they never would have posted based on things either spiritual or so-called aware. And it may not be at your level, but I can't really diss people based on that. I see that as a blessing, because it's true. We are living in a body, and you can think of us as all cells. And when a group of cells come together and the place that you're living in is diseased, that actually is the miraculous cure that you will see happen in someone's physical body that may be in a hospital. And the doctor said, this person's done. But all of a sudden, out of the blue, this person will come out of this disease and they'll say it's a miracle. And it's like us living in this body. And the aware ones are the ones who are the miraculous cure. And you've got the other ones who are still operating in the dead or diseased cells within the veins that you say, you got veins that are cut off, so you end up getting a stroke, and you got veins that are cut off that become like dead cells. You got those varicose veins that are dead veins, and it's like that's the bodies that are in this realm that don't really want to be part of rising to say, you can say the crown chakra, right? But first we had the whole globe, which you can say is the head. You had the globe, which people are talking about the head. Now it's flat earth, which is the shoulders. So I think the next thing people are going to be saying is the body is like the torso. So we're going to end up having that whole fight about what this earth looks like, when in essence, it's actually all of it. Because the globe was the head, which is the truth. But then now you got people saying it's a flat earth, but it's really not flat. Because if you look at your shoulders aren't flat. Your shoulders got curves and it's got all this stuff. And this is what they're saying the earth is now. But really, it's like the body. The body is everything. And if you look at that, it's like we are that. So I just want to say that, sister. I mean, I just want to come on and chime with you a bit, because there's so much going on right now. And it's like last night, I'll give you an example. My little one, she screamed early this morning, like the most horrific, like it almost gave me a heart attack. So I went running to the bedroom, and she was on top of her sister, and her sister was screaming because it scared her. So I asked her, I said, what happened? She said, oh, I had a bad dream. And I said, okay, what happened? And she said, I heard a voice, and the voice sounded really weird. So I pulled her aside. She's 6 years old. She's a lot like me. She hears things that other people don't. And I know it's because of what's happening right now, and all these portals are opening. She's very receptive to what's going on. So she'll hear things. So I sat down and I was talking to her, and we talked. And then she came to me a couple hours later, and she goes, hey, Daddy, can you tell me again, explain to me what happened, because I'm not scared anymore. And she actually understood what I was saying, because for me to talk to her like if she was an adult, because these children, man, they're like the receptors for you if you're too fucking blind to see what the fuck is going on in your own life. Your children, if they're receptive enough, will awaken you to what's actually happening presently. And if you're listening, it will give you a great insight to actually what's happening if you're not seeing yourself. And thankfully, I was able to. Oh shit, Nikki, I gotta go. Someone's calling me at work. I gotta jump off.
Thank you, bro, for coming up here. We'll chop it up some other time.
All right, sis. We'll talk, man. Take care.
All right. Damn, y'all, that was a lot of information in 2 years. But guess what? The same thing you happened to me. I've been hearing all kind of stuff in different realms, man. I'll be like, oh, how did I hear that? I heard something this morning. I don't even want to say what I heard, but I didn't like it. I did not like it. But it's like, you don't know what you be hearing. If I really want to hear and really focus in, I can hear all kind of stuff. At nighttime, especially when it's quiet, I can hear all kind of talking. But ain't in here, really, it's a lot of talk, thoughts, whatever it is. But that's what's up, and that's good. Grandma AP, K.A. Smithburg, she is in the building. Tasha Castaway in the building. Daryl Senior is back in the building. What it do, y'all? Hey, it can't get no realer than what he just said, though. It's so much, so many things are happening at a fast, rapid pace. And you got some people that can tap into it, some people who are paying attention and seeing this stuff happen. But then you got the people that just don't even want to see it. They don't want to worry about that. Those are the people that's at the mall right now. The people that's at the mall right now, they're getting it in right now. I just can't deal with. I mean, I work in the mall now, but there's so many people be in the mall now. Like I'll be walking in there, and I just want to hurry to get away from all them people that's just all around. I'll be walking through real fast trying to get back where I was going, because I might have to step out to get me some food or something, and it's just a lot. But I'm about to get ready to get up out of here, y'all. And you know what? I appreciate each and every one of y'all who came through to my stream to see what it do. See what it do when you can see, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that so much. But until next time, y'all know what I want y'all to do. I want you to love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, stay fly. And always living your truth. And you know what else? I need y'all to make moves like a boss. Peace, and I'm out of here. See ya.